to episode 37 of the Youth Squad Legends series with Chesterfield. Only one place to start this, if my controller worked. Hang on. We get to the Academy tab, and in the Youth Squad, we will find a massively tall player in Milan Angenant. A lot of you picked his height up in the comment section. I'll try and best explain what I know about this glitch. A few weeks back, I tried to make a scenario where our under-18s traveled to America and played a youth tournament, essentially, an 11v11 youth tournament. Very, very difficult to implement, but changing the birth dates of some of our youth players resulted in this. Now, I'm fairly sure that all the edits that I did on that particular day, I did not save. And the evidence that I've got backing that up is that the players that came through with Milan Angenant in that report all have normal heights and weights, when beforehand they were all absolutely massive. Obviously, it needs to be fixed. Even if it's just a glitch within the game, it's gonna get fixed. We can't have someone at 8'5" running about. It would just ruin the entire save, in my opinion. But obviously, Milan Angenant wants to be a big boy. The fact that he has pretty low pace as well means that we can be quite generous with his height. I'm thinking, say, 6'2" to 6'5". Let's randomly select one of those heights. He'll be 6'4". Cheers.
Cheers to our long and happy friendship.
I mean, if you want to call it that. So that's now fixed. Milan Angenant down to 6'4", and with one space in the first team, there is a chance there of promotion because we have a lack of striker backup. And the youth tournament's yet to be played. Need to get on with that, and I will do so after we've talked to Posh Cutsy. Hello there, Posh Cutsy here. How are you doing? So the fans are itching for an external signing. We calculate that it'll boost the attendance by about 5%. Additionally, one of our informants has suggested that there might be a regen that suits our playstyle on the transfer list. And if there is, then they will get a substantial overall and potential boost. Okay, toodles! Yeah, what we're gonna go through now is potluck. I've not seen the transfer list on this save. If there is a regen on the transfer list, then they will get a massive boost if they join Chesterfield. Let's take a look. Right, the list seems to be pretty stacked. We're just looking for a regen player. Probably should have turned down the age, but it builds up the suspense. Any regens? None so far. It's looking pretty desperate. Surely there's one regen on here. Just one stinking regen. Oh my word. There are no regens on this list. Oh, that is painful. That would have been a great little scenario for a random player, but the fans want an external sign-in. I don't want to let them down. The current budget is £1.487 million. Personally, I think we need a little bit more to get a big signing in. By the way, look at our sold players income. 21.3 million. So is there anyone from the first team that I would be happy to sell? I would be happy to sell Warren Barra, but I can't sell Warren Barra. Brilliant. Man, I've got to be real with you. There's not that many players that I want to get rid of at the moment. This is a very, very good squad. So I think what we're going to do here, play the youth tournaments, every single game with Milan Angenant in the squad, make sure he's developing properly, get him promoted as the striker backup or wherever he's going to fit in, then we can go and play the proper games of this episode. So I'll catch you in about 20 minutes and I'll run through what we've done in the youth tournament.
20 minutes later.
Well, that went rather well. We have won the youth tournament. Milan Angenant, star of the show, got a hat-trick in the final as we beat Blackpool by 5-0. Matthew Mizzy once again didn't let in a single goal all tournament, and I want to give a massive shout out to Eamon Hamdi, who came in game 2 and completely changed the dynamics of the squad, made us much more nimble, quicker on the break. Seems like a pretty decent player. Also, you might think that Angenant going from 8'5" to 6'4" is a bit of a downgrade. Well, let me put it guarantee you, if he was still 8'5", this clearance is going into the back of his own net. That was peak youth academy play. I don't think we're going to get a better performance than that. I was so impressed by Eamon Hamdi that I'm actually going to promote him and not Anganen. What's all this about? Our future is in great hands. You support Forest, not Chesterfield. Sort your life out. Here's the opponent analysis for the home fixture against Bolton Wanderers. The opponents are undefeated in their last 4 games. It's tiki-taka football in a 5-3-2 holding. The jam is back, baby. Hamdi gets his debut up front. Yeah, seriously, that's how impressed I was with his performance in the youth tournament. Let's see how he gets on. Sheringham is always on the bench if we need it. Hamdi doesn't need to worry that much. I know he's not a striker naturally, but I saw something in him, and we're going to play him in here. Go on, lad, get into the box. Whack it. It's not a bad effort to the near post. It's Nespolo pushing away for a corner kick. It is Natali Ruoko getting too close to the keeper with that delivery. Harassi will go back to his keeper, Alfie Hanford, who clips up an interesting ball, I can't lie. Very nice standing tackle to get possession back. Jam's been taken out already. My goodness, lads. If this continues, his career's going to be shortened massively. Aaron Morley sent off in the 12th minute. You see the instant replay, you understand completely why. He's not made a challenge on the ball. He's just wanted to take out Jam. Katakore across, here's Enos Jam. Send it to the side. Sombat Yongan and Ruoko playing together. Hamdi gets it back to Sombat Yongan. Good spell here, a passing play by Chesterfield, and we're on our way with Ruoko. Get into the box, Hamdi! Bash it! Unlucky lad. Still has it. Back heel, pretty poor. But here is Hamdi on debut. Will not shoot. Yongan to Katakore. Really wanted that to be Jam, to be honest. The step up from youth football to the first team is monumental. The physicality aspect, the speed of all the other players. Hamdi's gone from a standout to, I wouldn't say struggling, but he is feeling the pace a little bit. Our side 2-2 trying to blitz Christy Mert down the side, but our wing back has stood firm. And Bolton Wanderers have lost their heads. That is surely going to be another red card. They're down to 9. I really don't know what they're playing about at now, but we should have the absolute freedom to do what we want. It's an easy entry point for this episode. You always want to start off with a win. It's not guaranteed at the moment. Surely to goodness there has to be goals. Razak Katakore, standing tackle, he's got 2 either side, joined by Ruoko. I don't know where Soroman is. Ruoko doing really well, might have a shot himself. Tight angle, and it looks like Bolton are getting into half-time at 0-0, but they're hanging on quite desperately. Do we bring in Sheringham? Maybe for Soroman. It's been like a disappearing act today. Ruoko's a bit tired, so that's a straight swap with Corbelli. Good luck, lads. Let's get the win. Katakore up and over. There's an immediate difference with Pem up top. He's trying to break lines. Look at this! Collins is free for Bolton! The team with 9 men! He's got a chip! Alfie Hanford! We have a massive shock on the cards! That's actually embarrassing. Sombat Yongan trying to go long. I think it's time to pull our socks up. Christy Mer on the overlapping run. Oh my word. Are we genuinely going to lose to 9 players? Please don't tell me he's onside. Please don't tell me he's onside. Don't come. Alfie Hanford, stay in your net. Probably the best decision I've made. Bolton Wanderers have woke up and chosen violence. Delivery, it's not a bad one. Can Pem pass it on? Tried a little Zlatan Ibrahimovic-esque flick. It's jammed straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. I mean, this is a staggering performance. 61 minutes in, Bolton Wanderers are 1-0 ahead on the scoreline against top-placed Chesterfield. At the moment, we can't do anything about it. They are defending so well. Right, Jam's taking it away from danger, And immediately there's another slide tackle that's coming. Probably only a yellow card this time because it's from the side. He's like the walking wounded at the moment. Still no injury symbol though, thank goodness. Can we get a goal? Corbelli is asking for it. It's a nice pass on. Score this. Yes. Sheringham can't miss. Sheringham gets us a leveller, and the relief around the stadium is instant. Nasor Otis are all over it. Well played. Now the pressure is on. Corbelli into Sombat Jongen. Jam's getting forward. It's Pem the pass. That could be right on the money. Sheringham, you absolute legend. What a find that is from Sombat Jongen then. Chest control perfect. Passes the defender. Now the scoreline is looking a little bit more normalised. The 9 men with an unbelievable effort. But I think they might have ran out of energy at the end. They might not be able to take a run from Enos Jam. I mean, they're opening up. Pem's onside. He'll get a hat-trick. That's a wonderful finish. And the game has turned very, very quickly into what looks like a comfortable win. Sheringham might be on the hunt for a fourth. He lifts it up to Jam, who was marked very well. Try and get a return goal for him. Katakore will play it through. Go on then, Jam. Yes! 4-1, and Jam is back on the scoreline as Mezen Enosser. Pinpoint accuracy on the pass from Razak Katakore. 20 goals in 26 games. What a return from central midfield. And the goal scoring might not be over. Issa didn't clear it properly. And Bolton Wanderers have a second. Sombat Jongen's gone very long with that pass. But it'll be Sheringham that hits it first. Where is Jam in these circumstances? Yes! Okay, that'll be the end of the game. 4-2, full time. I feel slightly cheeky winning that game after the Bolton Wanderers performance that we've just seen. Sheringham 3 shots, 3 goals. Sensational, mate. Typical that we have a game that crazy just after I say I like these sliders because they're quite realistic. This silence is not understandable.
Welcome to Yuko Ike's Haiku Chronicles with your host, Yuko Ike.
The power in my house just went out. How am I gonna survive now? Simply light a flame and hold it above your head. Shout incantations. Just summon Enos so his radiance can light up your house. Simple.
Tony Giorgio has this transfer offer from Dejan Hanna Citizen. I'd love to say I want to keep him. He's got an amazing name. It flows right off the tongue, but he's not a great footballer. It's this problem that all the left midfielders are going to have. They will be compared to Sombat Jongen, and Tony Giorgio is miles off it. However, there's a great name tax. We're going to negotiate this. I'm looking at swap deals here, and I've seen this very interesting central midfielder. Goodness knows what country he comes from. I'm gonna side with like Kazakhstan, but it could be anywhere in that eastern section. Now I'm interested in that player if he has a strange nationality, but the deal's not going through. It's impractical. I think that's the flag of Azerbaijan. That is a proper madness. There's a loan offer that's coming for Razak Katakore. We shall delegate that to make sure that there's no buy option. We've got an offer of 1.25 million here for Kane Worthington. That will be accepted. And we're straight on with the next match day. We're away against Wrexham. 5-3-2 holding. They've got a couple of regens on the bench. They haven't won in their last 4. It's Swiss-style football. Pem and Christy May not ready for this game, so in come Piscopo and Cliff Mbeda. Keaton is also a change that we've made, but that's more of a decision to get him some more game time rather than necessity. It's Enos Jam with a fake shot. He's got that shooting room. Hassan with a strong right-handed save. But now it's all about the corner kick. It'll be swung in by Sombat Jongen. And there's Enos Jam. He's got to put that one in. It was right on the plate. Right on the money. No one's really there contesting his jump. It's just a bad finish in the end, which is very rare for me to say on Big Enos. Please just get into the box. Sombat Jongen going down the flank for days. Piscopo just doesn't want it. Enos Jam can't play a ball forward because both him and Keating were offside. Oh, that's an interception for Enos Jam. Doesn't really know what's going on and he still ends up with the ball. Insane, mate. Have it again and start charging at Wrexham. Bash! The brilliant Enos Jam turning the screw. Chest control there. He's toying with them. It's Enos Jam. The good thing you can say about Piscopo is that he really does push the defensive line back like a few yards, and it allows the midfielders to play. It's a whole lot of style at the moment, but not really that much substance. Enos, keep on your feet. Enos Jam will win as a free kick. Pushed up in time. Yes, that is really clever, smart, sharp work by Chris Bancroft. We'll see it there as he steps up and traps Mullin in an offside position. Something's happened to Chris Bancroft recently. He's become very reliable all of a sudden. Down this right-hand side, we got Keating trying to send it up to Piscopo. Little bit of a scuffle in the box, but I don't think he has the strength, really, to play that lone striker role. Both teams need to produce a little bit more to get us a goal in this match. Wrexham are doing rather well in the league, so an away draw is not too bad here for Chesterfield, but I can sense the win. Piscopo! Penalty! That's a penalty! Rob Smeaton on the pitch, set-piece specialist, get him on that. Looking back on it, I think that's a bit harsh. The shot's already gone. The slide's in to block the shot, surely. Referees had a bit of a mess. Rob Smeaton going to the right-hand side, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Chesterfield have the lead. It's continuing them great penalty antics from the previous episode. Issa committed on that pass, making sure Wrexham don't have a sniff. Son back young and back heel, and he's got jamming momentum. Now then, he's got all the freedom in the world to pick him off. It's Enos Jam! He's so good! Especially when you give him the ball at full pounding pace. He is untouchable. Goalkeeper's like, what am I supposed to do? Defenders try helplessly to take him down. He's just so agile, elegant. Elegance is a word that keeps on popping up when we talk about Enos Jam. Just a class above, mate. Sombat Young and successfully going down the wing again. What a ball! Piscopo trying an acrobatic effort. It's actually quite unlucky. We got Keating there on the great press. And surely a third. Wonderful save. Tackle! Oh, that's massive from Issa. Get that wrong, you get sent off, but he's good enough to play them kind of tackles. We're getting closer and closer to being championship ready. Get that clean sheet, lads. 2 out of minutes nearly up. Bancroft thought for a second had committed a foul, but it's actually the full-time whistle. 2-0 at the end. Another mighty result that for Chesterfield. I wouldn't say it was a surgical performance there by Chris Bancroft, but it was certainly bruising. It's a really good mixture of awareness and power. All right, let's have a look at these transfer offers. Billy Blissett is going nowhere. For Cliff and Bedar, because his valuation is absolutely massive, and we have an incredibly established Zimbabwean in our first team, we might listen to offers, really good offers. We're talking 4 million plus, 4.75 million. I think that's fair for a player of Cliff and Beddar's quality. We're getting closer and closer to an agreement with them offering 3.85 million. I'm going to go up to 4.5. I think this should be agreed upon, but it isn't, which is absolutely mad. He is worth every bit of that 4.5 million. Oh yes, I've got a transfer offer for Tyrone Bacchini, but I haven't played him, so I can't really say yes to this. Unless they give me a smacking great offer, and then I can say, well, I just had to accept it. We're talking 3 million and absolutely nothing less. They are unwilling to get over 2.2. Well, it's a shame, lads. You're not going to get Tyrone Bacchini. Oh, they've taken it! Yes! Yes! A price rating for me? Thank you very much. Well, you know, lads, we just had to take that offer there for Tyrone Bacchini. Yeah, sorry about that. Opponent analysis. We're away against Bradford City. Another 5-3-2 hold inside. Brown the Reed regen up front. Keep a close eye on him. Tiki-taka football. Only won one of the last 5 games. And there's some tired legs out there, so Boccini comes in on the right-hand side to say goodbye. A change of wing-backs alongside many other things. 60 overalls, Teggart and Blissett come in. Here we go with another scintillating game of League One football. Come on! Half-time, it's another 0-0 game after the first 45 minutes. Ruocco here with only one player in front of him, so he'll go sideways to Enos Jam, but he is dispossessed immediately, and Bradford City should have been ahead. That's a big save. I won't panic. We've found answers in the second half of this episode. We'll continue to do so. Natali Ruocco, wonderful, and the delivery. Pem tries to stretch out a leg, and he's actually got injured. Kjartansen's loan at MK Dons could be coming to a very abrupt end. No, he's fine. Sheringham, top corner. Every single time I say Kjartansen's name, it's almost like the world want to laugh in his face. I think that's an assist for Tyrone Boccini on his goodbye game. Well played. GG's. Been nice having you in the squad, Sunshine. Even though you haven't made the grade here, it doesn't mean to say that you're a bad player at all. You only need to look at Andrew Gretsch there for confirmation of that. Ouch, Ravi with a lifted ball up to Sombat Jongen. Terrible defending. Ruocco not with the best pass. Sombat Jongen is on his way. Win that! Well played, Shering. Been so nice to get the crosses back into the box. Return to what we know best. Sombats, lovely delivery. Sheringham slides in for his second. God, I love that old Chesterfield play style. Pem is a goal-scoring machine. He's got a chance, an outside shot of overtaking Enos Jam by the end of the season. That would be insane going. Free kick here for Bradford. Up into the box, defended by Sheringham. And now we can attempt to counter for the third goal. Boccini, great take. This would be a hell of a send-off. It's Boccini one-on-one with the chip that's hit the crossbar. Gutted. And that's full-time. Chesterfield gain another great win on the road. A 2-0 victory against Bradford City. Hey, good on Jamal Darassi getting interest from RB Leipzig and Lille. Razak Katakore looks like he's going to Atletico Tucumán for the rest of this season. We have a transfer confirmation. It's Tyrone Boccini. I mean, 3 million quid. You can't say no to that. That's just how it's happened, lad, unfortunately. But a great deal. Should be an A price rating. If it isn't, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, just straight up A. Excellent deal. I know. That's why I did it. There he is, being paraded with his new shirt on. Good luck. We've got an opponent analysis here against 17th place Stevenage, who are in shocking form at the moment. They are falling quickly down the table. It's wing play football in a 4-3-3. So nice to see something a bit different, a bit more attack-minded. Pem simply can't hold his stamina. Does not like these games coming every 3 days. Congratulations, Alfie Hanford, our first player to 75 overall. Is he now a gold card in FIFA? I think that's how it works. Can't lie, I pay absolutely no attention to Ultimate Team. So far, the results of this episode have been fantastic, lads, but it would be nice to score a goal in the first half sometime. But then again, what are we really expecting with Warren Barrett up front? We've got a few minutes to score here. It's Jam! Oh, goalkeeper was very sure of himself that that was going over the bar, but I think that's incredibly close. Yeah. Oh, the goalkeeper is a little bit too overconfident for my liking. Another half-time comes, and once again, I'm here to say it's 0-0. Now, we could go Piscopo up front, but I think the wise decision is Sorriman. Barra needs to leave and leave quickly. Everybody else has been doing all right. So hopefully we've got enough in the tank to get a win in this second half. Judging by our recent form, you would certainly expect us to. Sorriman's probably gone a little bit early there. Yeah, the flag eventually goes up. It certainly has a different vibe to all the other games. I don't think we've got an answer to this. Keeper, you've got to come out quicker. Tyrese Simpson has put Stevenage ahead. And that's what can happen if you are willing to roll the dice and be a bit more attack-minded against Chesterfield. We are missing Sheringham here massively. Win probability down to 6%. It's time to shove that probability right up your ass. That's a wonderful find. Andrew Sorman bearing down on goal. Finishes it beautifully. And the game has sparked into life. Both teams now have 15 minutes to find a winner. Bendanya winning the ball there on the right-hand side. Corbelli's going long again. Great touch! Keeper out just in time. Is that going to be a corner kick? It is certainly a corner kick. Corbelli into Jam. He's missed another one. Oh, that is so unlike Jam. It's another free header. He's trying to hit that bottom corner. Inches away. Usually them things are so automatic you don't really think about him missing. Stevenage hold on for a point. Fair play to you. It's just more proof that having that perfect episode with all wins is so difficult. This is confirmation of Kane Worthington's sale. He's a player that will not miss one bit. He's gone to Consenza. I think this might be Razak Katakori. He's got a similar face to Marcos Bendanya. That kind of freaked me out a little bit, I can't lie. He's gone on loan for 6 months. And we get to the next fixture at home against Bristol Rovers. I swear we've only advanced, say, like 15 days through this episode. That's how quickly the games have been coming. Games on the 16th, the 20th, the 23rd, and the 26th, followed by a game on the 30th. Jesus. We have an offer for Tony Oggiogio here at £1.7 million. This, I think, is very close to what would be deemed acceptable. 2.2. I'm thinking at least get up to 2 here. It's great name tax after all. That's accepted. And Tony Oggiogio looks like he's going to be moving clubs. Currently, in the budget, we have £4.7 million. I'm still committed to signing an external player. Give those fans something to get excited about, I guess. Have the transfer listed lads changed at all? I see no regens. Hey, what a shame that is, man. It's such an underutilized feature. Oh, we have got one. Jack Cowie. But he's a goalkeeper. That is devastating. Any other position, we'd happily take him. I think it's time to get onto CM Tracker. This is certainly not the best time to realize that you forgot your password. All right, this looks like the list that we're going to work with. Strikers at around the valuation that we can afford. Goes up to 72 overall. Doruk Yildiz. So you could say a very good smattering of players here. I swear to goodness we've seen Kelvin Karanteng before. Was he not the free agent at the start of the series that we didn't get? Interesting that he's made it that far. 72 overall. 79 potential is not bad. What about Matty Longmore, the Northern Ireland striker? 83 potential at Young Boys. Got a stocky body type. Oh, it's not bad. That is it. What's his acceleration like? 81 acceleration. 84 sprint speed. Could be a bit broken. Benfica have a Brazilian. Do we even risk another Brazilian in this series? 78 potential. I just don't know about it, man. I like Sheringham. And really, it's such a great story that he's been shoved to centre-back just to become our first-team striker. Also, bringing in even more competition means Kjartansson is going to leave. And I am just not cool with that. Currently, I'm looking for a great name, but my patience is wearing quite thin. Should have been done with the recording about 20 minutes ago now, but I really want to get this right. If we were a little bit further down the line with Kjartansson, if we knew if he was going to make it or not, I might have been more assured in myself. But for the first time in a long time, I just don't have what it takes to stick my neck on the line. I think it would be a very bitter pill for some fans to swallow. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to force anything. We shall take the transfer listed goalkeeper Jack Cowie, who doesn't come in from Ipswich because he looks like he's unwilling to relocate. No! I don't have a clue what to do, man. I would like an external signing, obviously. It's great for thumbnails, it's great for viewership. But if we go and sign that striker up, which is the only position that makes sense, and if he's really really, really good. That's the end of Kjartansson. It's done. It's finished. The worry for me is that I can't see a situation where he's not absolutely brilliant. So here he is, standing at 6'2". He's got 82 pace, 72 physicals, showing great potential. Market value of 4.3 million. We have a chance at 2.8. I mean, that would make it understandable, surely. If we get this guy for 2.8, that changes everything. Matty Lama now is just too good of an offer to refuse. We'll give him £10,000 in his current wage, see if he's happy with that. Boom, it's done. It's signed. At 2.8 million? Fair enough, it's a pretty substantial sell-on clause. But 2.8 million, really? We have no downside here. He could be absolutely terrible. And we'll get way more than 2.8 million for him. And there's your thumbnail, chaps. Might be a player that we have to get used to. Yeah, A price rating. 2 right. I can't quite believe what I've just done. And that's given me all the push to go and play another game. It's a 5-3-2 holding for Bristol Rovers. Tiki-taka football. Get him straight into the first team. We need goals immediately. No ifs, no buts. I mean, it's not really what I wanted, but there are some deals that you can't say no to. I'm sure everybody understands what we've just done there is absolutely bonkers. Enos Jam stays on his feet, chips the ball up. Lama gets tackled immediately. Good. I kind of want him to be crap, you know? It's a horrible thing to say, to be honest, but I don't have that connection with him. Rocco looks like he's got an injury. We'll keep an eye on that. Alpanov with a fizzing ball here to Lama, who just sets up Enos Jam. Sombat Jongens saying go and run for that, and it's only Enos Jam making the run. I feel like I have done a bit of a madness. This guy's moving like just a better Piscopo, which is not good enough. Is it just bags of money at the end of the day? Sombat Jongen. But Enos Jam is looking a bit more attack-minded than our current striker. Half-time comes, and I am chuffed to bits to say that Lawmore is getting subbed. Come on then, Sheringham, let's show you absolute class, mate. Corbelli comes in for the injured Ruocco. We'll have Outravi as a central midfielder and Ben Danya coming on to the right. That team is good enough to win the game. Brown is having a top game against Ebervine, dancing around him like he's not even there. It's Bristol Rovers who can't make it count. Here's Outravi, the through ball. Sheringham takes well and drops it off to Sombat Jongen. That's something that we're certainly going to see. A lot more link-up play when Sheringham's around. Very comfortable with the ball at his feet. Corbelli up. That is perfect. It's Sheringham. Sit down, Matty Lama. You are not on this level. Andrea Corbelli with an absolute dime. He's had a great episode. Outravi gets the interception there. And we could be off for a second. Is Brown offside? No, he stepped up again on time. Brilliant defending. It's Corbelli. I think he's got it again. Sheringham! It's 2-0 Chesterfield. Corbelli has been killing it, crushing it. Perfect supply with Sheringham all time to just pick his spot. Corbelli for a third. He might get it. Go on, Shering. Oh, yes! Hat-trick bearing down. Great save, keeper. Can Jam now score the goal? It's Enos Jam, and you cannot keep a good man down. It's poor goalkeeping in the end. Swings and roundabouts, really, because Sheringham has just been denied a third goal from a brilliant save. What a monumental half of football. We rolled the dice with that Matty Lama transfer. It could have really displeased fans, but at £2.8 million, you can't say no to it. And look at what's happened. He looks like fodder, sale fodder. At the end of the day, we are going to make big money on him. And the situation hasn't really changed up front. The storylines have been preserved. You almost feel bad for Bristol Rovers because they have given a very good account of themselves. But they're going to leave empty-handed with a goal. There you go, some consolation. I have read this message loud and clear. The Soro Issa was going to play it back to the goalkeeper and waste some time. We don't need it. Chesterfield have won this quite comfortably. Sheringham, what a performance. That has just shut everybody up. It looks for all the world now that we're going to have an inflated transfer budget for summer. I don't know if we'll need it or not. That's the thing. Like, we have the team already assembled. Yes, we can put a lot of it towards contract renewals. But seriously, what are we going to do for player signings? I don't think it's much. It's good news, not bad news. Natali Morocco has only suffered a bruised shoulder, so he's out for less than a week. We have transfer deadline day. I have no idea if there's going to be any action. Apparently there is, and that looks like Tony Ogiogio, who has gone to NAC Breda for £2 million. That's the end of the transfer window, and we have been gifted a fixture against Tottenham Hotspur. What a moment for the club that's gonna be. We'll see us get absolutely battered in the next episode, but for now, this is being Cutsy. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Youth Squad Legends and the series as a whole. If you've enjoyed it, then please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed around here yet, then press the red box down below and hit the bell icon for mobile notifications. A big thanks to everybody on the right hand side supporting me financially on Patreon. That support goes a hell of a long way. Cheers to every single one of you watching this episode in, episode out. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Oh, 35 minutes long? That's absolutely fraudulent. No one's gonna watch that. Subscribe to the Tuxie channel.